Hello, 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 hello. Chrissey here. Just waiting to see some people to come on. See who joins me. So, Israel warns against participation in an initiative to establish new settlements in the West Bank. Let's have a look. Who did they warn? Is any participation? Okay. So this is the Nachala settlement movement. To participate in illegal activity, don't do it. Okay, they're finally telling people not to go settle there. Hi, 171 sign in. Hi, Linda B. Yep. So, Belarus bans independent trade unions for backing anti-Lukashenko protest. Okay, Lukashenko. What is Belarus going to join Russia? He really wants to, Lukashenko really wants to, but I'm getting like he might. Okay. Now we're walking towards Putin to say we're joining him, getting pushed aside by a whole heap of people. Hi, Maura. Let's see. Is Lukashenko, are his days numbered in as the president of Belarus? Lukashenko, are his days numbered as the president of Belarus? We've got the 10 of Cups. This is the end of a cycle, the fulfillment of a cycle. Cycle of overindulgence. I've got a fire on the screen over on the telly. It's quite loud, so if you hear any crackling and cracking, that's what it is. 4 of Cups. Oh, there is a lot of dissatisfaction and dissent. People are not happy. This is the 4 of Cups reversed, even though it didn't come out reversed. This is dissatisfaction. This isn't apathy. This is dissatisfaction. They are not happy with the way things are. Hi, Sherman Generic. I've opened up today looking at Lukashenko in Belarus, and are his days numbered? What is that? That is the 6 of Wands. Validation of that. Victory. Are his days numbered? Victory. That would be a yes. Another card. 4 of Swords. Retreat, retirement, licking his wounds. Now, there are no major arcana so far. I'm going to do one more card. So we've got the ask the question, which is yes, and why, because of dissatisfaction. What's going to be the result is validation of their dissatisfaction, or what they're going to do. They're going to aim to, take over. The best advice for him is to retire. What is going to be the outcome for Lukashenko in the next couple of months? That's the Empress. I see this as the will of the people being swamped. The pomegranate signifies, it can signify two things. It can signify the heart and it can signify death, but it can also signify life. Clarification on the Empress, please. That is the hermit. Into hiding, going into hiding. I think that Lukashenko could be having a difficult couple of months. He's banned independent trade unions for backing anti-Lukashenko. Oh, I'm going to sneeze, guys. Oh, can't believe I haven't sneezed all day today. Oh, and I haven't. Oh. So things are looking a bit rocky for him in Lukashenko. Okay, who would like me to read on somebody? What can we read on? I did the hot topics tonight. They're loading now. Is Turkey, I want to ask a question. I sort of covered it a little bit. Is Turkey turning against NATO? I covered a little bit in the hot topics. Turkey, their relationship with Syria, their neighbour, and a couple of other things. I also looked at the bill to codify same-sex marriage into law. There could be some difficulty with that, but also had a look at and asked whether more judges in different states would halt the ban on abortions. Hi, Yvonne Dendy. You need a prayer this morning. Okay. Universal Spirit and all those who watch over us, please send some help to Human Generic in her time of difficulty. Please bring her comfort and healing and positive energy to help her deal with the trials she's still going through. Okay. Oh, yeah. Zelensky's gotten rid of 28 officials. Now, I said that there was a turning point coming up with Ukraine. Could this be it? Him weeding out people who have not necessarily been loyal to the country. So could this dismissal of, was it 28 or 48? Anyway, a lot of people, yes, they're getting all the Secret Service. Yes, I'll ask that, yeah. Okay, so is this weeding out of people from Zelensky's government by Zelensky turfing people out? Is this the turning point? Because I do feel like some of them were sending information to Russia, and just so is this the turning point for Ukraine in this conflict? Yes. Balancing of the scales. He was fully justified in getting rid of them. The balancing of the scales. Are you going to get rid of any more people? Yeah, I think there's more coming. Yes, judgment. There's more. Something alerted him, and it's like, there's going to be more judgment. Now, these are two major arcana, so these are big cards. Will Putin lose the advantage that he's had now that these people are going? Absolutely. A shift in his place in the world. Absolutely. 3 major arcana. This is a big thing in this conflict. Doesn't mean it's going to be resolved like immediately or in the next few days, but it is that turning point that I said was coming. I got clarification on that, but how long it's going to take to resolve everything? Well, they're major arcana, so they're big, important issues with regard to that. There should not be any. Yeah. Let's hope for the best and hope that the people from both countries can stop being affected, especially when a lot of people in the aggressive country don't want to be doing this, don't want to be at war with their family and their neighbours and stuff like that. Okay. So we're going to move on. Okay. Oh, the stalker. Yep. Hi, Shelby Lisa. You're lurking. Hello. Thanks for reminding me. Hello to all my lovely lurkers. Thank you for joining and watching. And also everyone who chooses to click on my videos at a later date and watch them. Thank you so much. Please remember to put the thumbs up, put a comment in if you like. I do appreciate that you watch. And I do go through comments, not all the time, but I do read them. And and I do appreciate it. And if you know someone who might be interested in what I do, please too, send them the link. Yeah, the stalker, I can't tell you the outcome of that, but I can tell you that get every legal protection you can. And I do feel like things will get better. But the whole outcome, well, is human generic going to be safe? 2 of Pentacles. There's things you can do to manifest a safe outcome for you. And there's tools you can use. This is also about juggling the tools. There's tools you can use. So you have them there at your disposal. Use them, darling. Okay. Now, will they get all the Secret Service texts? I knew they weren't just gone. I knew they weren't gone. I do think they'll get the vast bulk of them. There might be a few that they don't get, and it's frustrating. But, yeah. Hi, Kat. How are you? Let's have a look. Will they get all the Secret Service texts? Ten of Pentacles. Pretty much the whole lot, yeah. The whole lot. Yep. Yeah. Let's have a look at what heat waves and wildfires killing people across Europe. I don't know how you guys are going in the heat over there. I hope you're going okay. I hope in Texas that your grid's just able to handle things. A class action lawsuit claims Skittles are unfit for human consumption. But why? I quite like Skittles. Hi, Teresa. How are you? I hope that doesn't win because I quite like Skittles. I haven't had them very often, but they're very nice. Hi, Marsha Hostetler. You made a live. Well, thank you. There is a absolutely wonderful Irish comedian called she's called Aisling B. And on one of her appearances on live at the Apollo, she was saying how she was born with this condition where, and she says it's a condition where she can't be asked, which means she just can't be bothered. So if she's asked to do anything, she'll go, I just can't be asked. And today I woke up with a huge case of just can't be asked. Not feeling down or depressed or anything. Just like, I just want to relax on the lounge. I just want to, watch a few things, read a bit, just relax and, take a break. Yesterday was really, really busy for me. I had lots of study stuff and, and all sorts of stuff. And James had me going up and down and all around the place because he was with the car. We went out 3 times, or I had to look after the car, after the dog the second 2 times we went out because I refused to go, but he didn't want to close. So we, yeah. So by the time last night came and I'd finished up the hot topics, I was like, today I thought, you know what, I just can't be asked. As that wonderful Irish comedian says. So I've had a huge case today of can't be asked, which means the only thing I dedicated myself to doing today was the hot topics in this live. That is how much you guys mean to me, that you guys overcame, you guys got me out of the can't be asked. I typed it I. But, so, yeah. Is Erdogan going to turn on NATO? He's been a pain in the ass with Finland and Sweden. 8 of Cups. What do you think of that? That looks pretty much like he might be turning his back on some commitment. I wonder if a country can get suspended from NATO. What is going on there? This is definitely a turning your back card. And I said, was he going to turn on NATO? And he could, because Putin is joining him and to meet, along with the leader of Iran. So that's going to be interesting. Who's got a question for me? Come on, throw me a question. I know that Prince Harry gave an address at the UN. Prince Harry did not look happy at all giving his bizarre speech. Well, the day Russell Myers says. This is from the Sky News, so talking about his late mother. Nothing about the story, just that he didn't look happy. Not sure what he gave the speech on, but if I remember rightly, there was something to do with, hi, Joji. Meghan Markle's presence at Prince Harry's UN address sparks controversy. That's bloody ridiculous. She's his wife. If she wants to go and support him while he addresses the UN, she can. These people. He's definitely not looking happy. What will bring Biden's poll numbers up? Oh my goodness. The thing is, they know they're not voting for Biden. But okay, will there be a stimulus check? Getting closer now. Will there be a stimulus check? I've got the 8 of Swords. Maybe a limited one. So there's definitely going to be some help, but there'll be some restrictions on how much they can hand out and stuff. Easing of gas prices. Will easing gas prices help? Hi, Dennis Thomas. That's the 3 of Wands. Yes, that will have good consequences for him. And inflation's getting very high. Maybe even the slightest drop in inflation. So how people think that Biden can have any influence over these things, it's a bit so maybe some some easing of interest rates and inflation, but will Biden's poll numbers go up? Let's have a look. Hi, Craig Dixon. of average citizens. Yep. Okay. What did I ask? Will his numbers go up? Knight of Swords. That's a yes card. Yeah. They will go up. Maybe. Well, maybe card. Yeah, Knight of Swords. And yeah, but people are mistaking him for I don't know, they're very apathetic about his numbers at the moment. Like they're not worrying too much about it. Will his numbers go up? Yeah, they will. They're not going to go sky high, but I think they're down in the 30s at the moment. But really, honestly, you should be. I'm always very skeptical of polls. I haven't read on Joe Manchin and Kristen Cinema lately. I think I will. Thank you. Yeah, I think there'll be some improvement, but it's, that's why he was having a dig at companies like Elon Musk and all that, wasn't he? He was, yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's have a look. First, I'll make sure that. Yeah, look, his numbers are going to go up. Then they're not going to be fabulous, but Trump apparently his plan is to be nominated, to become a candidate for the presidency, and then he can say it's a witch hunt. It's a witch hunt. But as one guy said, 2 years out, it's not gonna fly. People aren't going to buy it. Okay. Okay. Joe Manchin, what is in store for him? Oh, speedy news, or a situation coming to his doorstep very quickly, very soon. What is the challenge for him? Two of Swords, tightrope. Oh, will he or won't he? People just don't quite trust him because of his, need to take the blindfold off and see how people see him. And he needs to reassess where he's at, because he will not. When he gets primaried in a couple of years, he's not going to He's not going to keep his seat. He's going to lose. What advice does he need? Four of Wands. Possible country setting. Happy home. Really talk to the people who voted him in West Virginia or Virginia, wherever he's from. Because they're not happy. They will primary his ass when he's up for re-election. What should he be focusing on now? He should be focusing on, this is the Star card. So he had the Eight of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Four of Wands, and now the Star card. And that is, he should be focusing on steering things back in a good direction, because honestly, his power and influence is going to be obsolete after November. So he should be focusing on brightness, hope could bring excesses, so be careful not to become too greedy. He's got to focus on reversing that. Yeah, he's going to get primaried out. What's the outcome for him? The King of Pentacles. Arrogant, powerful, but he's going to be seen by the people who put him in there, the Democrats in his state, as corrupt. Will he be primaried? Yeah, he's going to have to stand and defend himself, but I don't think he's going to be able to. Okay, what was the question? Will President Biden ever get Bernie Sanders' backbones? He will put Republicans in their place in his way. He's just a different sort of character. The way he deals with things is extremely different. He's never been the shout to get what you want done type. He's been the work behind the scenes and work quietly and come out of the blue type. And that's what he's going to do. So I love Bernie Sanders and everything. But he's just a different type of person. Okay, Kristen Sinema. Now, she's up for re-election this year, isn't she? She had her primary yet. Kirsten Sinema, she's in for a bit of a rough time with the Six of Swords. What is her challenge? Ooh. Hidden agendas. Things are secrets to be revealed. Basically, that's it. There's some things coming out. What's the advice for her? The Emperor. Find a stabilizing influence. Has she been primaried? Yeah. Okay. She's not up for this. Thank you, Joji, for that information. That's really good, Clara. Craig Dixon about Clara. Where should she be focusing her efforts? not trying to get away with too much. I'll tell you what, she's going to be in the same position as Mansion. After November, where a lot of her power is going to be cut down. What is the outcome for her? Money, contentment, signing of money or contentment or an agreement. She's going to have to come to a new agreement. 9 of Cups. She is not. She will step on anyone to get her way. She doesn't care who she steps on. Is she going to be primaried in 2024? Oh, there are people already working towards pushing her out. She's going to have at least 2 people running against her, possibly 3. One of them will edge her out. She will lose. Okay. Merrick Garland. I think they're more controlled with they're more corporate than Russian. I don't see them being really indebted to overseas money of any. I think it's more corporate. Well, of course, with Mansion, it's the coal companies and all that. With cinema, she's like, she will, whoever can get her the greatest, whoever can benefit her the most is going to be who she works for. What they're doing is I think they're keeping their options open. So say if they get, they could be why do they block why do Mansion and Cinema block the Democrats so much? Friends taking a giant leap. They will do, they're both the same in that whoever can give them the most influence that they want, they'll do the stuff for. Never mind who they're supposed to be for. Yes, non-political and no indictments to staff revealed on Matt O'Shea. Yeah, to be with the elections and all that. And it backed up Barr's memo from last year. Blah, blah, blah. Hi, Kathy W. Merrick Garland. What is going on there? What is going on with that memo to the staff? He reiterated it from last year. Okay. This is him. Believe it or not, it might seem like an obstructive move, but it's like, if you're going to go after any of my staff, it's going to be me. Because remember what happened with some of the agents who were investigating this, that, and the other, how their reputations were trashed and everything. It's like, right, if in this case, if it's within a certain time, if you're going to go after anyone who's a candidate, it's sort of like, you come after me because I'm the one who signed off on it, sort of thing. The damage that was done to some of the agents who were like investigating things into Donald Trump before the 2016 and stuff like that. And, it's like, will that memo be changed? I think he's looking at it as a strategic thing. It's like, I'm not going to have you destroy my agent's reputation. I'm the big cheese. Go for my reputation. I think it's sort of like, it's a very interesting strategy because it also makes sure that any investigations into candidates are valid. How many investigations were opened up into candidates under Trump when there was an election coming that were complete bullshit, totally an abuse of the office, heaps. So this is like to make sure, it's a way of making sure that only valid investigations are done as well. Hi, Apple. And hi, Kathy W. Republican National Convention. Oh, my goodness. That's when I think the Republican National Convention is when they nominate their candidate for president. Trump's not going to be there. How different will the Republican Party be? Will it be the same Trumpian loaded party in the 2024 convention? For the 2024 convention, RNC. People looking back over their shoulders, reflecting, spying, deception, quite possibly. Judgment, people having woken up. So the spying and the deception, it will have come out. More will have come out. What is going to be between now and then? The party's going to undergo a bit of a rite of I suppose you'd call it a rite of passage. Reef, New Zealander, a rite of passage. Probably not. I'm sorry to say that, Dennis Thomas, but no, probably not. I can't see. Yeah. Will that Apple, you want to know about whether the memo will end investigations into Trump? No, it won't. Not 2 years out from the election. And the fact is that the investigations are already underway. They've already been signed off on. No. Is the party going to look different, completely different in 2 years' time? Yes. Will it look better? Oh, possibly not. Could look worse. Oh, that's so far out. That's the thing. It's like 2024. It's 2 years out, and it's a bit far away to be reading. But I do think that, yeah, it's going to be an interesting couple of years for the Republican Party. Okay, any more questions? How close is the US to more justices on the Supreme Court? The US Supreme Court. How close is the US to putting more justices on the Supreme Court, to balance things out? It's been choppy. Well, won't we? But there's definitely a need. I think this is coming out of the rough waters of having the Supreme Court so vitally packed with people who have such clear agenda and the threats, into calmer waters. This is being released. At the moment, it's like being tied to the devil, and they're looking for release from that. So you might think it's a long way away, but that's in the past, in the future. I still get there's going to be a Native American justice on that court sometime in the next few years. In the next 10 years, maybe. I'm not sure. There's details. It's just so shoddy at the moment, the court as it stands. Will 2 new justices be appointed? Working on it, manifesting it, yes or no? I'd love to be saying an outright yes. It's looking promising. Yes or no? There's growing support for it. I'm getting no, not very close. Because there has been rumours of another 2 justices being appointed, making it the number of justices as 11, evening things out. But yeah, question, okay. Well, people aren't quite happy with him at the moment for meeting with, but, you know, the fact of the matter is that he's got to do what he feels best is for the country. And sometimes that means going and asking for help in areas where you wouldn't normally go and ask for help. Fuel prices, asking for fuel prices to be lowered or for more fuel to be opened up. He did absolutely address the question of Khashoggi with him. That diplomat is talking out of his ass. He doesn't know what he's talking about. How will it affect the Khashoggi family's lawsuit? It won't affect it at all. The biggest reason he went to Saudi Arabia to meet with that man was to address oil and gas, but he also took the time to talk to him and get some answers on him on Khashoggi. Was he happy with the answers? Absolutely not. But yeah. Andrew Weissman, Mueller attorney, said attorneys have left Justice Department because Garland was wrong for investigating January 6th from the bottom up, playing catch up with the 6th. Okay, here's the thing. The January 6th Commission agreed right from the start to share all of the stuff they got with the DOJ. All of those investigations, all of those witnesses, all of those tests, statements, all given under oath, all admissible in a court of law. Okay, hi Danelle Hagen. Now, if the DOJ had just concentrated on all that sort of stuff, there would be hundreds of people running about the country not having been prosecuted, not having been investigated, not having been prosecuted for what they did on January 6th and feeling like they've gotten away with it. Now, what making that agreement with the 1/6 committee did was free up the DOJ to go after those hundreds of people, 800 people, however many they've prosecuted so far, to go after them and to make sure that they were charged, prosecuted, sentenced, fined, whatever, to make sure that the consequences for their actions, there were consequences for their actions. Now, they had to spend all that time and all that energy on what the 1/6 committee have been doing. There's only so many people in the department. They're not playing catch up with the January 6th committee. Okay, they have been running in parallel with the committee. And Weissman's a bloody good attorney, but you can't let all of those people go because they're not a big enough fish. You can't let a couple of thousand people get away with thinking, oh, we can go and, try and overturn a government and there's no consequences to us. No. So basically, they've run parallel to each other, and as the information's come along, the 1/6 committee has done all the work to get that information, and they've been sharing it. It's pretty much that. Will Biden go to Venezuela and have more oil put into the market if Saudi Arabia can't produce more? Venezuela. Okay, going to clean my head on this, guys. Biden does not want to go to Venezuela because of their ties with Russia and all that. It is even more problematic than going to Saudi Arabia. He does not want to have to go to Venezuela. That is why he went to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia he went to quite a few OPEC countries, so they weren't the only ones he went to. So, yeah, I do think will Biden's trip to the Middle East to get more oil and gas be successful? In some ways, yeah, the reserves are there. Yes or no? It seems not, and then there's minor celebration here. So I think it was a yes and no in a way, in that he wasn't able to establish firm agreements with some countries, maybe future agreements, but there were other countries that he could. So he didn't get everyone on board he wanted to get on board, but he got enough on board that it can be counted as a win. Mm-hmm. Will Biden need to go to Venezuela? He certainly doesn't want to. That would just be too chaotic. He doesn't want to have to do that. No. Okay, guys, it's coming up to an hour. I'm going to wrap it up tonight. Now, I know there is a 1/6 hearing on Thursday. I think it's at the usual time, 1:00 in the afternoon or something. So I will be on Friday. I will be doing a live Friday morning, which is Thursday night with you guys, okay? Yeah, they should just get rid of the big cars and get rid of the cars. Trade them in on something smaller. Okay. I think it's prime time. Is that in the evenings? I thought it was prime time too. What is prime time? Can you guys tell me? It's that in the evening. Hang on a minute. Let's have a look. Next January 6th hearing. $8 p.m. ET. So that is 8 a.m. Friday my time. Held late. All right, I'll probably hop on after the hearing, okay? Which will be usually a couple of hours, so somewhere between 10 and 11 on Thursday night your time, and earlier over in the eastern states and stuff like that. So I will see you on Friday. Okay. And thank you very much. And I don't know what James is watching, but thank you. Thank you, Apple. And I will talk to you guys in a few days. Remember, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay loving, stay strong, and stay laughing. Okay. Love you all so much. Bye bye.